and welcome back to the Gridiron Goons. I'm Brandon. I'm with the Preacher.
What up?
I'm with the Shauna.
Hello.
And today, like Whiskey Nick said, we're bringing you a whole bunch of playoff news. We got Stat City coming at you. We got some injuries going on. We got who should win MVP, OPOY, DPOY, all the acronyms in the world. We're the Alphabet Boys, apparently. But you know what, Preacher? As always,
Yeah.
here's the ball.
Let's get right into it. We got our best friend Whiskey Nick here.
Thank you for having me.
You can find him on Spotify at Whiskey Nick on Spotify.
And iHeart.
Oh, he's on iHeart?
I am on iHeart.
He's on everything.
We got to get on iHeart.
Audacity.
Oh,
Where else are you?
Odyssey, Audible, iHeart, Spotify, Podbean, Castbox. There's so many more.
There's so many
Just
more.
Google. Keep
Whoa.
it down with Whiskey Nick. You'll find me. Appreciate it.
Keeping it
Thank
down
you.
with Whiskey Nick
Thank
is
you
one
for
of
having
my
me on.
favorite podcasts that I listen to.
man.
you so much.
Well, we
Likewise
got
for the Gridiron Goons.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We got a lot to cover.
You are welcome. I like your hat.
Thank you. I like yours.
Oh, thank you. Want to trade?
I will.
Mine's better than both of y'all's, just saying.
I don't have fleas, do you?
Last time I checked
Do
it.
you want
right?
fleas?
I love that.
We have the same size head.
Odd.
Makes sense being San Francisco fans, but I'm going to leave that.
Well, let's get into some injuries.
Back to your
here.
show.
Yeah. Let's get into some injuries. Two big ones.
I'm okay, thank you.
Christian Watson.
Yes.
It was definitely disheartening. It has been reported that early reports show a ACL tear.
Ooh.
So best wishes out to him. Wishes.
Thank you.
Wishes out to him, and hopefully quick, speedy recovery. Because it's a bad time to go down with injury. Another one that went down with injury on Saturday was Zay Flowers.
Yes.
With a knee sprain was the early reports. That's not good, especially for two playoff teams. You know, making the push. You want everybody to be healthy, everybody be ready to go. Jordan Love hurt his finger at some point in time during the game. Still don't know what is that just they were kind of wanting to pull him or to keep him, better. Didn't want to risk further injury going
That's
back
probably
in.
it.
So I mean that was kind of
Then you guys lost to the Bears. Yeah, you remember that?
Dude.
One from the
and that's
seed.
After
it.
the late field goal to go ahead, too.
And that's it, the Gridiron Goons. I'm Preacher. Man,
I'm Brandon.
And that's Whiskey.
that it definitely was. Listen, where's my flag?
Oh, God. What one do you need?
Which one? Yeah.
Yes.
We got.
What?
Oh, challenging.
Here's
Whoa. Okay.
here's my problem.
That was my whistle.
All right, we have owned the Chicago Bears for years,
2018.
and years, and it's been Aaron Rodgers. Now Aaron Rodgers hasn't been there for 2 years now, and Jordan Love last year looked like he was going to continue on, and then this happens.
Whoa.
And they lost. They could have lost twice this year. Now, granted, they did win the first game, and I'll give them that they won, but it did not look like that way. And second of all, I have a problem with my backup quarterback being in the game and the tight end releasing off of the play, off the blocker, and letting him just take an absolute shot.
Dude, he got
He
fucking
lit up, dude.
Wow.
I literally thought that we were going to have our backup quarterback out with a concussion because he got rocked so hard.
That looked like Palomalu coming down that train.
Now,
dude.
here's the problem. We play the Philadelphia Eagles, and if we win, then we got to play, I don't know, probably the Lions and the Vikings just to make it to anywhere close. Like, we could have had the 6th seed. And it would have been way easier if we had the
But
6
Preach, you had said
In
this
Tampa?
whole year the Bears are the team that's going to be a thorn in everyone's side.
I did say that, and I regret saying that because you know what it cost me? It cost me the 6th seed, Sean.
I get it, man.
But you know what? With what you just said, Whiskey Nick said everything that was on my mind. He said, in Tampa? You don't want to come to the Bay, bro.
Would you rather go to Tampa or Philadelphia?
That's what I thought.
Well, listen, Philadelphia, it seems like they're still divas there, and they seem like they might be falling apart again.
They are their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
100%. Sirianni needs gone. I don't care where they go.
They
this
decide to
season.
show up, you're screwed. If they decide to bicker amongst each other,
Yep.
Green Bay's
Yeah.
moving on.
And
right.
they still have
Tampa's
Big
riding a
Dom.
hot hand. Tampa's riding a really hot hand. Baker's playing really
They
good.
are. They are.
And they're at home.
It's scary. We've got almost as much momentum, and people hate hearing this. We've got almost as much momentum as the Lions do going into this. We are riding that momentum wave, dude. It is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Do you think we have room on the credit card to go to Tampa for a playoff game?
Oh my goodness.
That'd be nice.
Oh.
That would be nice.
Sean?
Hey, man, I'm game.
Okay.
You know I'm game. Are you game?
No,
Are you coming?
No.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that.
No, I gotta rebuild the bar.
No, I get that. I get that.
Well, before
I'll cheers you from afar.
before I get ahead of myself here, I want to let people know that we have a regular season pick'em champion,
We do.
and that person is not Sean, and it is not Evo. It is the Preacher Man.
Preacher.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Preacher came back.
Sean finished in last place with a 166-90 record. Evo finished with 167-89, and the Preacher Man with a 173-83 record on the year.
I tried to
Oh,
catch
wait.
you.
No, sorry.
Nice.
I read week 17. My bad.
Why are you
So
ass,
I
bro?
did it again.
That was so last year.
Anyhow.
Wait, like
I did
like
it
Britney
again.
Spears?
Oops. I did
What's your problem?
Sorry. Anyhow, Sean 176
thought we were on
and
your show, not
96.
mine.
That's what I thought.
Sean 176 and 96. Evo was 178 and 94, and I was 186 and 86.
Still.
Damn.
Congrats.
Yeah. You did good.
Side note, congrats on winning your 2 fantasy leagues this year.
Thank you, sir.
Over to the Preacher Man. Congratulations to you, by the way.
Yes,
You got 2 little ones on the way.
I do.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, man, we are in the
Congrats.
home stretch. Definitely a little surreal going into 2025, knowing that in a short 2 months,
It's a whole new world.
it is going to be a whole
gonna
new
be.
world. So
Starsky and Hutch are gonna come up strong as hell.
Cheers to you, man.
It is
Congrats.
going to be. Thank you. It's going to be really fun. I'm excited, honestly. But I'd be really excited if I get a Packers Super Bowl and then Starsky and Hutch come too, and then it'd be like the cherry on top.
Let me look at
It'd
that
be
road
like,
real quick. Let me.
Oh.
Wow, that's bumpy. Ooh,
Oh boy.
wow.
You think you're getting out of Tampa alive, bro?
I'm not even going to Tampa.
I mean, we got a stacked episode. Sean,
We do.
Go
It's
ahead.
kind of nuts.
there was some news that kind of came out this past week, and you got a couple of them to share.
Yes. So, Jamar Chase, they asked him, what if they go in and put you on the cover of Madden? He said, absolutely not. I'm not okay with that. Got a good reasoning after we seen what happened this year.
That curse.
Stay
came back.
off of
It
it.
did with a vengeance.
They need to start using retired players and hope they don't die or something. Like, I'm being just real at this point.
Can we just put John Madden back on the cover?
I love
It's
it.
his game.
They had it 2 years ago. It was in 23. Madden
Or
23.
Keep him on it.
Put Mahomes on it. Nothing bad happens when he's on it.
Let's put him
That's
on it.
true.
Please, let's put him on it.
Allen
Yeah.
Let's put him
escaped it. Lamar escaped it. Mahomes escaped it. Brady escaped it. There's been nothing but quarterbacks that have escaped it lately. The last 2 times they put a skill position on it, Gronk got hurt in, I believe it was 18. Antonio Brown went crazy in 19. And then C-Mac ended his career. So
With the fluctuation of players coming and going so quickly, instead of trying to hinge yourself on the current players to sell the game, why not use great players from the past to put your Jerry Rice, your Troy Aikman, your Emmitt Smith, just Warren Moon, anyone like that from the past that everybody
Yes.
knows.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not a bad idea.
I
It'd be awesome.
totally agree.
Or John Madden.
I love that too.
Yes. Bring back the Madden covers.
Him in his Raiders shirt.
Yes.
You know
That,
what's
that iconic image of him being
Yeah.
people trying to hoist his ass up.
You know what's funny is the first time the Raiders have ever made the cover of Madden was when McCaffrey was on it and he was out running them. Now that's funny. I enjoy that.
You know what's also funny in some ways? It's interesting here. The Chicago Bears.
Our ass.
Now, they have asked to interview head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy.
Crazy, right?
Now, this is interesting because if you're Dallas, do you bring McCarthy back? If you grant the request to interview, are you okay with McCarthy leaving? If McCarthy leaves, who do you go get to replace your coach?
I mean, all I can say is Jerry Jones seems to think he's the head coach too, so maybe he might as well just step his dumb ass down there.
Well, let me tell you this. I've had way too much Johnny Walker Blue to make that decision right now.
Yes.
So
I'll leave it up to my assistant and I'll fire them.
So there's that. The Bears, obviously. The Jaguars fired Doug Peterson.
They did.
Yeah.
New England
Bum
fired
ass.
New England fired Gerard Mayo.
For winning.
Honestly, I thought New England would have been better. I thought the AFC East defense was weak all the way around. I thought Brissett would have done better, but
You know what's Gronk was about to just go absolutely ballistic on Fox, and they cut him off by a commercial. You guys see that?
No.
Look that up in your spare time, because as soon as they fired Mayo, Gronk was sitting there, on Fox, and he was like, it was unfair that he got fired and this and that, and they were like, we gotta go to break. We gotta go to break. I was like, oh boy.
So that's kind of some big ones there. Then you have the Jets debacle going into the offseason. Did Aaron Rodgers finish his time in New York? Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, if he's quarterback there next year, he wants a trade. He wants out.
So, you know what's crazy, though?
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
At the end of the day.
But it's a $66 million cap
Gonna pull the
hit
mic.
if Aaron Rodgers retires or if he doesn't come back in general. That's unfathomable. You got to keep him.
I think the league, I think the fans, and I think the general public is just done with Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
I think the NFL's done with him too.
Yes.
Sucks for the Jets.
He needs to go off in his dark hole and just
Yes.
live.
Yep.
I mean, he's got that new Netflix documentary out
What?
called The Enigma.
They gave him a Netflix doc?
They
Yeah.
give
And,
everybody a Netflix doc these days.
and-
Yeah, I got one coming out in 28.
hell yeah.
All
They
right.
filmed it in 72.
And the cover photo that he used on Netflix is when he got sacked and his helmet was half off. It's one of the best pictures in football history.
Not better than the George Pickens draft day pick.
I do love that picture.
Excuse me.
Have you ever seen that
Yes.
George Pickens picture too? I love it so much.
Now listen, you said everybody wants to see him gone. As a Packers fan, I wish he would have chosen it differently. And not to say he got justice justice is served.
Chose leaving Green Bay differently?
Yeah. So, I mean, now granted, Green Bay, roll
I'm
your eyes
listening,
all
I'm
you
listening.
want.
I didn't roll my
talk-
eyes.
Oh,
What are you talking
I don't get it. Every time I'm around people, I drink and everyone else starts mumbling and tripping over words. I don't get it. Can I get my buzz back?
Listen, this is like my Saturday episode, and we all know Saturday episodes are.
It is a Monday after work and we're all riding the struggle
Yeah.
bus.
So, for me, Green Bay has a tendency of, using a quarterback and then finding a new one. So obviously you knew the time was on the wall that he was going to be, done in Green Bay. Problem is he could have just let his legacy be at Green Bay, and he chose to be selfish and go to New York. And now, granted, wasn't fulfilling the former prophecy of Brett Favre. Maybe he might go to Minnesota now.
What was it last year? The fourth play in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
That's your indicator. Okay, yeah. All right. Oops.
Hang 'em up.
I mean, it's like
Sorry, New York. Here's your money.
at what
Appreciate your
point?
time.
At what point does your legacy get tarnished because you can't hang it up? Like I've seen it in NASCAR. I'll make a NASCAR reference, but Jimmy Johnson won 7
Yes.
championships, and he went to IndyCar, and
Yep.
then he came back. He owns a team, but he still races, and he's nothing like his former self. And he finishes in last. He's wrecking, and it's like, at what point do you just hang it up? Because
Gotta hang
now,
it up.
now the 7 championships, it's like that was great, but now you're wrecking every week, and it's like.
It's the Batman reference I made in the first episode about the Chiefs. You either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
if you can't just quit and walk away, you're going to become that guy that, okay, you were great, but now F you.
I mean, think about it. It happened with Favre.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening with Rodgers. Yep. It happened with Big Ben.
Yes.
Breeze had a really bad last season.
He
Yes.
did. Yeah.
The only person it didn't happen with was Brady.
Superhuman
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yep.
And I don't even like Brady, but I respect him.
Steve Young.
Well, that's because that human's not real.
Yeah, that's an alien.
Well, he played at Michigan.
No one gives a fuck.
What does that mean?
Here we go. We're only 17 minutes into this thing, and you're
already
giving
mentioning
Michigan
Aren't you an Ohio State fan?
Wait, you remember?
On Whiskey Nick! Too much to drink.
No. Didn't you have Marvin Harrison
That's
Jr.
how you stir a pot.
I love that.
You
on your roster?
you ride Bosa pretty hard, too.
Yeah. He likes Bosa. He liked Marv.
Olave.
He Olave.
You got a
Hey!
right there.
Wait a second.
I think so.
Fuck you smacking me for?
Last week, he wanted to tank for Jeremiah Smith. You are an Ohio
He
State.
was a bulldog. Frog. Damn it.
Shit!
Oh no! Flag on Whiskey Nick again.
We're still
We're
under,
racking up the flags, boys.
well.
That's a game misconduct. I
love that.
We're still under the assumption that we're
Unsportsmanlike.
going to tank for Jeremiah.
You need to stop.
Whiskey Nick, as a
Sir.
fellow San Francisco 49er fan,
Yes, sir.
would you tank for Jeremiah Smith?
No. If everyone on the Niners comes back and is willing to be the Niners team they were 2 years ago, they have
I'm
that
not-
potential
I'm
to be
not-
that good. We don't need another
I'm
piece
not
to
talking
the
about my
puzzle.
Niners.
Oh, you're just talking about your fantasy team.
Yes.
Would you actively tank for 2 years or 8 years?
I don't play fantasy.
Oh.
Sorry.
You should.
The time
It's really
orange is
fun.
Join the GGL league.
Listen, I barely struggle to survive to do pick'em leagues.
Yeah, I know. I fell out of yours at week 14 because I forgot.
typically do them during work day.
Whoops a daisies.
Hey,
I blame Sean for
I'm stopped for
everything.
20
I just
seconds every
got
10
here.
seconds.
That's right.
That truck's not moving.
All right. Well,
I'm getting that first pick.
Oh, preach.
Hey, CeeDee Lamb.
what?
I already got him. Don't worry, bro.
What?
Tell our listeners, are you
And viewers.
and viewers, you got the 1-1. You got a couple trades at your doorstep.
You do.
Which way are you going?
Oh,
Are
sure.
you holding on to 1-1? Is it like
Whoa.
What's up for
Listen.
grabs?
Opportunity.
Listen, it's knocking. It's been knocking.
And what happened? What happened to the people at the door?
So the listen,
I'm like nice.
listen, exactly. That's what it's been. So Evo and I reached 2 potential trade offers that I was like, okay, well, you know what? We're in the first week of the off season of fantasy football. We have plenty of time to look at things, see where people go, see how the off season plays out. And I told Evo I'll look at it. I also am looking at making other trades throughout the league. Okay? to try to make myself better, position myself in a different way. Now, I told Evil that none of these trades would affect his trade. His trade still sits at the door, and if I want to take it, I'll take it. Mr. Impatience over here takes it as a slap in the face that I didn't accept his deal already. So he decided that by the end of today, as we record this podcast, the trades will be off the table, and the trade will go to a bigger amount that I don't know if I would want to pay. And be quite honest with you, if these would expire, I would just tell them no, because I'm not going to pay 2 first-rounders, so the 1-1 and the 1-6 for Breece Hall and the 2-3. I wouldn't...
And
That's the bigger offer.
okay,
So right now, as the trade sits, I have the one offer that is Breece Hall and a 2-7 pick for the 1-1 and the 2-1. Or I could trade Justin Fields and the 1-1 for Breece Hall. Now, I don't know if I'd want to trade Justin Fields, because Justin Fields proved this year that he could very well ball out. It was just more of a placement issue with Chicago. Would I really want to give Justin Fields up and my 1-1? Because the reason is Evo wants Ashton Genty.
I do.
He only has watched Ashton Genty. He's never watched anybody else in college football. He just wants Ashton Genty.
Fucking A.
But
I
he,
do like that you are completely college illiterate right now. I
we
love that.
have a surprise at the end of this podcast.
I heard
for
all
you.
about it.
yeah. So, I don't know if I want to give up Justin Fields. I also don't know if I want to give up the 1-1 or multiple picks for Breece Hall. Now, Breece Hall, great running back, right? My issue is, now, the dumpster fire of the New York Jets. Now, granted, it could be really good for his future because he's the only person left on the team. Or this could be very much a position where Evo's saying, I need to get Breece Hall off my roster, and I'm selling him high because I can get a high price tag for him, and then I'm going to ship him to Preacher's thinking, I'm getting Bryce, or I'm getting...
Come on now.
Bless you.
that
Flag on the preacher can't talk.
I'm getting a really good player.
Do me a favor. Drink this so I can
No.
get drunk.
It's okay, man.
I appreciate
can't
it.
do that. I'm a preacher. Listen here. So I don't know if I really want to take this, because this really feels like you're trying to get rid of him, and you're trying to get rid of him as high dollar. And so with that being said, if you would like the 1-1 so that you could get Ashton Genty, you're going to have to try a little bit harder than that.
And you know, that's completely fine, because at the end of the day, I still have Breece Hall. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys haven't done this in the show in a while. Does that count as a grant-a-rent?
That that flag
That
was
was
actually
bad.
a grant
Oh, okay. That's
for
what that
sure.
was. Okay. All right.
He started going nuts,
That
though.
was a long way to say F off with your trade.
It was.
Listen.
And you know, that's completely fine, because he's in a rebuild.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm trying to speed up his rebuild.
No, you're trying to speed up your rebuild.
I don't need one.
No, you're just trying to stay at the top, and
Yeah.
you feel like this is the way to stay at the top.
When I'm downgrading my team for this year at minimum.
See, the problem is Preach really wants Genty too. Brandon just don't want to believe that.
I don't think he does. I think the only reason why he's saying he wants Genty is because he knows I do. And I'm okay with that. I don't need to fake and be like, I'm not going to tell you who I want. I'll tell you exactly who I want and how I'm going to get it. I'll get it.
But when I've told you I wanted Genty, you don't believe it.
No, I won't believe it. Because you wouldn't tell anybody who you wanted until I said I wanted Genty. And then you were like, well, no, I want Genty now.
Yeah, but the only way you're going to get Genty is through that guy.
It doesn't matter. Because after he picks Genty and I offer him the same trade, Breece Hall in the second for Genty and whatever, he'll be like, oh, yeah. It's literally, he's just delaying the inevitable.
Preach.
Promise you, by the start of next fantasy season, Genty will be on my team. Promise you.
Sounds like a promise that's going to be wrong, but anyhow.
Bet the house on
So, yeah,
Okay.
we're not going to talk to Preacher about that, but is that a friendly wager?
it. Anytime you need it, I'll bet that.
Do you want to make that wager?
That Brandon's going to have one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe he will.
What's the wager?
Punch in the shoulder.
Hell yeah.
And
On camera.
energy drink.
That takes like 6 weeks.
Got him!
God
That was good. Well played.
No, that was solid.
It must have been the
Energy drink bet, just quick little shoulder shot, whatever. I mean, just something simple. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. We don't have to talk money. We don't have to, slap
No,
bets in
I'm
the
cool
face
with
and shit.
that.
Yeah, just something simple, easy.
I say,
Put your money where your mouth is.
I say energy drinks and a punch in the shoulder.
Oh, you're just excited, so you'll bet whatever.
I will.
You want to put a parlay on that?
Hell yeah. No, you're speaking my language.
Someone's a gambler here.
Oh, it's bad. I have a crippling gambling addiction. Send help.
Yeah, we'll send
Call that number.
Fuck no.
Oh.
They'll ban you from the site.
It's true, yeah, it's true, yeah.
I won't
Why don't you
call
just
it.
try 988? See what that does
I
for
don't
you.
know what that means.
Suicide prevention.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I'll need it there.
You know that?
Next bet
No.
Yeah, that's good to know.
No, I'm saying I didn't know, like, it barred you from...
Oh,
yeah.
that, yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So, like, they'll ask you your name and whatnot, and they will literally ban you from
Yep.
casinos and
They'll-
shit.
yeah.
You just went.
Oh, yeah. Huh? I don't want to talk about it.
No, he didn't.
You didn't tell us if...
I don't want to
How'd
talk
you-
about it. No, I'm good, man.
No, it's all good.
He'll
Mind if
tell
I
you
sneak
after
in the
the
storage
pod.
closet and grab a couple beers real quick?
Go
So,
ahead.
Do you mind?
Get out the way.
I need to go to the store? Yeah, that's where they are, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
yeah, man.
There goes Sean.
Sean.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
Can't
jeez.
even move the chair for the
What's the Nick, man?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's wild.
Come on,
What
Sean.
happened?
All right, well, as Whiskey Nick goes in the storage closet, let's get into Stat City.
Stat City.
Yeah, Stat City.
This must be a big one, huh?
This is a big one. Joe Burrow, the regular season passing yard leader with 4,918 yards on the year. Jared Goff finishing second with 4,629. Baker Mayfield, number third, left out of
Number
the third, left out of the Pro Bowl,
The fuck.
finished third.
Hell
Left
yeah.
out of the Pro Bowl.
You had to keep throwing
a-
that in.
4,500 yard year.
Not bad.
Fourth place. Now, surprised he stayed in the top five.
Don't say it.
Geno Smith with 4,320 yards.
Thank you.
And in
It's not that big of a deal, man.
it is a closet store.
It is a closet.
Oh!
You guys are not good at catching magicians in the act, and I love that. That's even
Sleight
funnier.
of hand.
Hilarious.
Fifth place, Sam Darnold. He is in the Pro Bowl, by the way. By the way.
Not after where he played the other day.
4,319 yards on the year.
So much time on that turf.
He did.
He did. He got hit hard.
Touchdown wise.
So hard.
Joe Burrow 43, Lamar Jackson 41, Baker 41,
Huh.
Jared Goff 37, and in fifth place Sam Darnold with 35. Now, rookie Bo Nix.
Rookie Bo Nix.
Bo
finished
Nix? The
sixth-
rookie?
Yeah, the rookie. Bo Nix finished sixth place with 29 touchdowns on the year.
Nice.
That's not bad.
That's no,
For a rookie, that's
well
actually
done.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
that's, yeah.
Well done.
Now let's move to running backs here.
I like that.
Saquon Barkley
Quan Barkley.
did not play,
No.
so finished the year with 2,005
this is a good
on the
year.
year.
Yeah.
Hell of
Derrick
a year.
Derrick Henry finished the year with 1,921 yards.
That's when Sean was born.
1921?
Not that old.
Bijan
run up and down these fields.
with 1,456. Jonathan Taylor.
Really?
Yeah, 1,431.
No shit.
And in 5th place, Jahmyr Gibbs with 1,412.
Not bad.
That is crazy, though,
That's pretty
that
good.
he's literally the 2-back. Montgomery's only been hurt for 3 games.
That's correct.
That's awesome.
The top 5 are in the 1,400 club and above. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is in the 1,300 club or below. So, definitely a little bit of separation there between the top 5 and
That's
6.
true.
6, the only one in the 1,300 club is Josh Jacobs with 1,329 on the ground. We don't want to talk about 7th place because Sean likes him too much. So,
Kyron.
yeah. Let's go to touchdowns.
Thirties.
James Cook, 16 on the year.
The chef.
Jahmyr Gibbs, 16 on the year. King Henry, 16 on the year.
Damn.
4th place, Jahmyr Gibbs with 15 on the year.
Didn't you say Jimmy again in the first one?
Or sorry, Josh Jacobs on.
Damn!
Did a great.
What? Everybody's drunk, and I think
Listen.
only Whiskey Nicks is drinking.
Maybe I should stop talking, and maybe you
What's
should
going
just
on
take
with the
over.
camera now?
Yelling at me something.
Oh,
Oh, that's because you guys are due for a Gridiron Goons commercial, so just uno momento.
Tell me all about these.
So we are selling our Gridiron Goons t-shirts for $20 a pop.
What's on the front?
The 2 GGs, you can get them in white, which is the standard color, or you can get them in your team's color scheme. On the back is the whole big logo with our beautiful mascot that we got here. Yes. So you can message us directly, and we will get you in touch with the craft jar, and we can get you a shirt made up.
And thank you guys for providing a shirt today. I really like this. This is amazing. I went the classic black and white because it's just classy and it works beautifully.
Get that.
well, let's get back into Stat City because I goofed that one up for sure.
Yeah, you know what?
And that's
We
okay.
all have our bad days. Sean has them all the time.
Hashtag numbers are hard.
Josh Jacobs, 4th place with 15. Jalen Hurts,
Ugh.
tied for
Fair.
5th place alongside Bijan and Kyrie
Let's go.
with 14 on the year. So, that kind of sucks a quarterback had 14 when Saquon Barkley had 13.
Barkley.
You've been talking about it all season long. Saquon basically would have had 20 by this point if it wasn't for Jalen
Quan.
Hurts.
You would.
So, there's all of that. Let's go into the yardage here
Okay.
for the receivers. Your triple crown
Let's go.
winner, Jamar Chase, 127 for 1,708 yards and 17 tutties on the year.
That's impressive.
He will
That's
be
really
on my
good.
team
That's
next
really
year.
good.
I don't think so, man.
I'm still taking CD
Energy drink.
and a punch in the shoulder.
Which shoulder?
I gotta use my left, man.
See?
Have to.
Sean's really thinking about it over
Carry
there.
on.
Well,
As you were.
they're fragile.
That's
Oh.
Yeah, 1921.
Brittle.
They're fresh healed.
Justin Jefferson's
You're good, man.
1,533
You're younger than me, aren't you?
yards on the
45.
year. Brian Thomas
42?
Jr.,
Oh, you're a baby.
the rookie Brian Thomas Jr.,
Yes. LSU product.
1,282 yards on the year. Drake London finishing the year strong with 1,271. And in 5th place, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
The kiddies.
1,263.
Where's his brother Equanimous?
Really his brother.
That's his name.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hard to believe, but it is. It's Equanimous. I'm not fucking with you, I swear, on everything.
Why are you asking me? You think I would know?
I'm a fucking statistician.
Let's go. What's the relevance?
We're brothers.
They're both wide receivers in the NFL.
Yeah. All right, well, since you don't want to play the game, go ahead,
Where is
preach.
he at?
I don't know. I think he's still on the Bears.
Oh,
Never heard of him.
okay.
Aquanimius.
Touchdown
We playing
wise,
Ghostbusters?
Probably.
touchdowns. As we said, Jamar Chase was 17. Scary Terry McLaurin.
Love that.
The single season touchdown holder for the Redskins franchise.
With 13. Mm-hmm. Amon-Ra with 12. Mark Andrews with 11.
Way to come back.
And Mike Evans
Big Mike.
with 11. In the 10 club, T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson's, Brian Thomas Jr. in the 10 club. And that's really, the biggest with Stat City there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
I mean, seeing all them stats, I want to roll this right into who we think should win awards. And I'd like to go first because, fuck it, I'm taking over. I want Josh Allen for the MVP. That's my vote.
okay.
OPOY. It's a tight race between Jamar and Saquon. I think I'm going to give it to Barkley still because he single-handedly changed that offense. That offense was great last year, right?
If they would have won a couple more games, I would see that.
Well, then
They
it's hard to argue Chase then because they won even less. See? That's what I'm saying.
Because of him or because of Burrow?
I don't know.
Or the combination?
Probably the combination. So I like Barkley as my OPOY.
Okay.
DPOY is PS2, hands down. He's locked up everybody he's came across this year, and I think he is the best corner in the league, and it's not close. Comeback player of the year, Joe Burrow, hands down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Offensive rookie of the year is Jaden Daniels in my book, but a lot of people can say Bo Nix or Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors. I get it. But mine is Jaden Daniels. But defensive rookie of the year, I don't really have a pick, to be honest. I haven't heard a lot of things about a lot of the rookie defenders except for the two Eagles new corners, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. That's the only two that I've heard of doing really anything this year, but that might just be me being ignorant, but I don't really have a vote for that one. Whiskey Nick, what do you got?
Blank stare.
Blank stare, huh?
Oh, no.
Nothing for you, huh?
No, I got nothing. I suck with names.
Show him, man.
Preach.
That was nice and easy.
Go ahead, Miguel.
My MVP is Lamar.
Okay.
My defensive rookie of the year is Jared Verse. My offensive rookie of the year is Jaden Daniels. Offensive player of the year, Jamar with the Triple Crown. Defense player is PS2.
So we're
Cool.
very similar.
Comeback player, obviously, is Burrow. My coach of the year is Coach Hardball.
If we're bringing in Coach of the Year, I forgot. It's Dan Campbell for me, for sure.
I would have to definitely agree with Dan Campbell being coach of the year. Listen, we've seen this Lions team be the laughingstock of the league, and in 2 years to turn that team around with last year and then this year with being the number one seed, hats off to him. He's got to take it for me. Comeback player, of course, Joe Burrow. I mean, we all questioned at the beginning of the year what was going to happen with Joe Burrow coming off of an injury we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And clearly it didn't matter for him. PS2, clear cut. I mean, the odds even are a
Are they?
wide minus 500.
Hell yeah.
TJ Watts
Hold on.
is
Rachel, are you talking odds?
He does
I
have
do.
that pulled up for the
do.
listeners.
for the listeners. Listen.
I understand.
If we understand
I'm clarifying.
the game of football has become a betting game.
really has.
He's logged into
And-
me, if that counts.
No,
And
all
so-
sports have become based
Right.
up. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So I mean, the
100%
odds
agree,
wise, TJ Watt is plus
Just let me
800.
tease you. Don't have to ruin it.
But I'm just saying, TJ Watt's only plus 800. He could win, but probably
No.
Now he's
No.
giving me the plus 8s on this.
Went
from 12s to 8s.
Rookie of the year.
You want to wager on that?
Absolutely not. I would say Bo Nix, even though it's not going to be Bo Nix, because Bo Nix really created a team without a lot of superstars. Where Jaden Daniels, he is the superstar. But Bo Nix created a team that can go win.
The Broncos were terrible last
Right.
year.
They were.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, Will it be Daniels? Yes. But my personal pick would be Bo Nix because
I get it.
I doubted Bo Nix coming into the league because I thought he would just throw bubble screens. I nicknamed him Bubble Screen Bo because that's all I did in Oregon. So
I ain't mad at that one bit.
I don't have anybody for
Speak for
defensive-
yourself. Fuck that.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have anybody for defensive rookie of the
It's
year.
got to be Jared Verse.
Okay.
I totally forgot about how bad the Broncos were last year.
Yeah.
We're talking Coach of the Year, Sean Payton.
It's not a.
You know what?
I had him as like my third option because I like Dan Campbell first, Dan Quinn second. That's his name, right? Quinn.
Yeah.
What we talked about on the first hour of my show, yeah, Campbell should have won last year
Yes.
for sure. And so to give him it this year is almost like a gimme trophy. It's a participation. He should have won it last year.
You're right.
He turned that team around last year,
You're right.
and then this year they just got better.
That's true.
Interesting.
Just a theory. Just putting it out there.
My number one MVP
I like
of the
that.
year,
Nice hat.
Josh Allen. You can't. I mean,
Yeah.
We're throwing out a lot of the same names.
Guy throws a 51 burger in fantasy football.
He did.
I mean, come on, like you can't even argue that he's taking a team. Look, listen, Keon Coleman, he hasn't really done much. What offensive weapon has he really had that's a star
That is
player?
my argument.
Yeah. None.
You know,
Yep.
Dalton Kincaid this year hasn't really performed
Nothing.
the way he did
regressed.
last year.
Sophomore slump.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
I mean, if you're talking about the most valuable player, it's Josh Allen because they're the number 2 seed in the AFC.
He finds
And
a way to
yeah,
win.
And beat Kansas City.
Yes.
Yes.
And quite
And
heartily,
I think
too.
he'll
Like,
do it
it
again.
wasn't
The
exactly
refs.
out of hand, yeah.
With the
Hope he
refs.
does it again.
He will do it again.
With the
I
refs.
agree. I agree.
Because I would love to see a suit.
Go.
If
go.
you're going to talk about Super Bowl, we
Speak
got
it.
playoff
We gotta
predictions
wait.
coming
We
up
gotta
soon.
wait. We gotta
Hold
wait,
on.
man. Hold up.
Take it easy.
By the way, fucking
Take it easy.
Kansas City has not scored 31 points all damn season. They scored 30 points twice, and one of those a few weeks ago was overtime.
Yeah.
The team is trash.
So bad. They
So
were
trash.
Whiskey Nick.
so like the best record team, right? It's the worst best record team
Yes.
we've ever seen
Ever.
in history. I'll fucking die on that.
Take a breath,
You know
man.
what? You know what? Give me a shield because I'm climbing that with you.
Hell,
Let's go.
There we go. Anything else we got before we get into
30 points twice, and they won, and then they just tanked the last game.
They had to. Did you hear what I said?
He don't want to
last
play the
episode?
Bengals. He didn't want to go against Joe Burrow.
They find
They'll
Joe
beat
Burrow.
Burrow. They don't want to play Buffalo.
They don't want to find either one of them in the playoffs. They're hoping that the Bills and the Ravens will verse it out, so he only has to verse one of them.
Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
That's going to
gonna
be a
be good.
good-ass game.
But Russell Wilson lost his edge. He had it for a nice, 6-game stretch.
Oh, they lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
done.
At what point
done.
do we see Fields?
They'll play tough, but they're not going to win.
They need to start Fields.
It's a slow crawl away. But
Tell
Baltimore's gonna
everybody you're starting Russell Wilson. Fields steps in, and now their game plan went to shit. Boom. That's how you get through the first round. It's the only way Steelers get to the first round, in my
win. Not
opinion.
even. Baltimore's too good for them.
I mean, let's just get right into it.
All right, man.
Saturday, 4:30 p.m.
Let's
At the
go.
diaper party?
at the diaper party.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. The Chargers.
So we all wear diapers to this, or how's this go?
I'm wearing mine. That depends.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey!
you're gonna blow the mic out.
You grow up.
Oh, okay. Chargers at the Texans,
I love
4:30. This one is going to be an interesting game. What's y'all's thoughts on this one?
Chargers by a landslide.
Chargers all day long. Lad McConkey.
I don't know what the spread is, but give me the Chargers plus 14.
Dang.
Oh,
Wow.
And a half. Give me the hook.
I love that.
Chargers are
27-13.
Chargers are a 2.5-point favorite.
You know what?
That team is playing
Fuck
so
it,
much
ball.
better, and they're playing indoors in a dome.
Oh.
Chargers got it.
Okay.
I agree.
27-13.
Oh wow.
Write it down. Take a picture.
I'm betting that.
I bet. Don't yell at me if you lose. 'Cause
I lose.
it's going to be the other way. You know that. Because I spoke it into existence.
That's right.
So, while I want to take the Texans on this game, C.J. Stroud definitely has been in a sophomore slump.
Yes.
And
They're overachievers.
they've had a good run, but it ends this week.
AFC South is weak.
Yes. So weak.
Then we move on to the evening game. Smash Mouth football.
Let's
Pittsburgh
go.
Steelers, 9.5-point underdog against the Baltimore Ravens. Saturday night at 8:00 p.m. What's the
This
thoughts?
is their 9th meeting in 3 years.
Wow.
That means they've met in the playoffs
Wow.
that many times. Because those teams just are that good and they just end up with each other.
I'll tell you what. Give me the Ravens spread too.
Yep.
I see them
I
winning by
agree.
10 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's on that struggle. They're lost. They backed into the playoffs.
And that's the thing is their defense is phenomenal because they're the fucking Steelers. They don't know how to have a bad defense.
The only thing that scares me about the Ravens is they were the team to dethrone Kansas City last year, and they just ate crap. Mm-hmm. Are they going to eat crap against Pittsburgh? They are at home,
This is the Lamar.
and this is their divisional rival.
Yes.
So this kind of means more than Kansas City, I would
Yes.
say, even if it is an
Absolutely.
AFC Championship game. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Give me the Ravens. Give me that spread too.
Yeah, I think
100%.
I think we're looking at a. Listen, the Steelers. If the Steelers had a lot of games go their way this
Yes.
year, just like the Bengals had a lot of games go the other way, and
Yes.
That's true.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're looking at a
Yeah.
team that could very well have been that 8 seed on the outside looking in, and it could have been the Bengals sitting at that 6 seed. So, and I feel like, I feel like we're looking at a Steelers team that, are we starting Justin Fields in a playoff game?
You should.
Are we going with Russell Wilson? We've already had the conversation midway through the season that looks stupid, and then we were proven wrong.
Yeah.
That same week, we just questioned whether or not they should start Russell Wilson.
I like the idea of put it out there. You're starting Russ, but not.
Right.
I think it's better you start him for one play. Go out there, take the snap, run up the middle, bring him out, put in Fields.
Hell yeah.
That way, he's starting, he's doing everything you said, and now you're switching it up on Baltimore.
Right.
I think
But
that's
I
their
don't
only
think
shot.
Fields is enough to do it.
You're right, but I think it's their only shot. The
Okay.
only chance
Yeah.
they have. I want to backtrack for 1 second before you go too far.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are pissed off
12.
that no, it's a lot more than that. That the Chiefs tanked their last game to let the Broncos in so the Bengals couldn't get in? Dude, the entire internet is on fire.
I bet.
Everybody I know says that.
Everybody I know says that.
Everybody I know says that.
Sean,
Everybody.
Yeah? They say it?
Even if I don't know them.
Oh.
I get that.
Wow, that went deep.
Dude, it's insanity.
Insanity.
Yes, not outside. Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm tired of people getting drunk by proximity.
let's go to Sunday.
Sunday.
the contact.
The 1 o'clock game here.
Sorry,
The-
that's my mistake.
It's okay.
Aforementioned Denver Broncos,
Ugh.
8.5-point underdog in Buffalo.
Rightfully so.
Buffalo's about to tap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
27-9 Buffalo.
34.
I think it's going to be
Oh, no,
better.
it's not going to be that close.
34-10.
It's not going to be that close. 27-9 is not going to be that close. Buffalo's going to own the shit out of that.
All right. The big
By the
game.
way, when does the next when does their Highmark Stadium open? Is it
It
26
is
or 27?
26.
So we were talking in the first episode on my show about the storylines. Brand new stadium, Buffalo.
I need that script so I can put a parlay on that bitch.
The 4:30 slot, the 7-seed Green Bay Packers
Ugh.
going into Philadelphia to play the Eagles. You know who I'm taking. The Pack is back.
Give me the She-Eagles.
Eagles.
Honestly, if they were going to go into Tampa, I would not hesitate to say Tampa. Going into Philadelphia, known to be, as we talked, the divas they are. We can bicker and fight amongst ourselves and shit the bed, or we can show up and play. You don't know who you're getting with Philadelphia. What's the spread on that game?
It is Eagles 4.5.
Oh, that is low. Wow.
I'm going to argue with you for 1 second.
I will take Philly in the spread to cover, but I think it'll be like 6 or 7. I think it's going to be a one-score game.
My only argument against you is you're right. The Eagles like to bicker amongst themselves. But there is one guy that it doesn't matter what kind of drama is going on. He'll still rush for 150 yards on your fucking dome, and that's Saquon.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I don't think...
You shut him down, then what are the
That's
Eagles gonna
it. If they shut him down and they're bickering, it's game over.
do? Yep.
But if they're clicking and they shut him down,
You see Green
Eagles
Bay
still
just
win that.
gunning for him the whole first half.
that's the only way they can win. That's it.
If they get a 13-0 lead by halftime, Green Bay does, they're going to lose.
Correct.
If they get like a 26-10 lead, I think they might have a chance to win. You're talking very similar scores, differential-wise.
Listen, this game reminds me a lot of a game last year. I was
does?
saying Green Bay needs to get up 2 scores. Because I said the same thing about when Green Bay played San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
If they play a tight game in the fourth quarter, they will lose. And I have the same feeling with this game, that if they get up 2 scores, if they can do it really early in the first quarter, great. But if it's a tight race in the fourth quarter, Saquon Barkley
Experience was going to win out.
is a game changer, and they're going to rely on Saquon. Now, if Green Bay can stop, which our defense has been up and down, we just got shredded by Chicago last week, but
Do you get it?
How much of an anomaly was that, though? Because you're talking the last game of the season. How hard was Green Bay playing for a seed they were probably going to get anyway? That's the thing, is we don't know about these last week games because...
understandable, but
Yeah.
But then again, we've seen this year where Green Bay's defense have got shredded, and then there's other weeks where it's like,
brick wall.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean,
I
so-
don't understand.
and remember, these two teams played in a terrible field in Brazil,
Yes.
the first game of the year, and
Can we stop playing NFL football games on soccer fields?
well, remember, we're going back to Brazil next year anyhow, and we're going to Spain,
150-pound
so-
guys on fields with 100-pound floppers.
Listen, it's not going to
a little
happen.
different.
Get the fuck out
It's
of
a
here.
money
Tearing it
game.
up. Sorry.
But these
I
two
digress.
teams played earlier this year.
I
Now,
digest, too.
I feel like
We
I'm
actually
going
had
to
a
throw that
debate
out
about
because of the
that.
field. But, yeah, it's going to be a good game. Now to Evo's favorite game of the week, the Washington Commanders heading into
It is going to be
Tampa.
a good ass game.
fire them cannons.
It's I'm Bucks till I die,
Right.
baby.
Mhm.
But
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jane Daniels scares the fuck out of me.
Oh.
He does.
Oh,
Buccaneers hate to stop rookie quarterbacks for some reason. We just let them do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know why. We always have, always will.
Oh.
But I'm hoping that if we can at least shut down the run game, maybe we can contain the pass game, but that Washington defense cannot contain our offense. It is that simple. Last week, we didn't look too great. I think we went into that game a little too cocky against the Saints. We knew we shouldn't have did that. But shout out Big Mike getting your 1,000 yards. $3 million bonus,
that
baby.
is awesome.
Let's go.
Fucking A. We want you on the pod, too, one day. Anyway.
Sean, I'm going to go with the Bucks on this one, so...
I'm going with the Bucks.
Oh!
You're going to be the oddball?
Do you remember me clearing my throat earlier? I'm taking the Washington football team.
Oh, boy.
There's
Boy.
something there. That team is playing a different kind of ball.
I get it.
Baker's playing really good, but Washington's playing a little bit better. They have something going.
I'm not fighting you on it. I'm
Gonna be
genuinely
a good
worried
ass
about this game.
dude.
We're talking last-second field goal.
Yeah.
But
gonna
yeah,
be tight.
it's going to
Not
be
kicked
really,
by
really
Rudy.
good. Yeah.
I want They have Moody so bad right now. Like, just get him right quick. He'll be on waivers. If he makes it to March on your squad, I'll be shocked.
Monday night game.
Monday.
I wish they would not do
We have
this
a
game
Monday
on a
game?
Monday game.
Yes.
I really wish it would be
2 on
three
Saturday, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday.
That's
So they're
I
really,
really-
stretching the Monday Night Football concept.
But I really wish it would just be Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
3 and 3.
And
Yeah.
Grow up.
3 and get it over with.
This is America.
Let us have our Monday Night Raw.
I get that. On Netflix.
I get that.
There you
Minnesota
go.
Vikings.
Plugging away.
Ugh.
It'll be quick.
The 5th seed because of their loss.
Crazy.
A 1.5 favorite over the Los Angeles Rams
At SoFi.
at SoFi.
Ooh.
I think I'm going with the Vikings, but don't sleep on the Rams.
I'm going
I would not
Rams.
be shocked if the Rams won
I'm
this
going
game.
Rams.
Whoa.
Darnold looked terrible. He needs a bounce back game or they're all. They're gone.
I agree that the Rams are nothing to sleep on, but I think Minnesota just feels like they shit themselves against Detroit, and Minnesota's going to come
You're-
out with everything going.
Revenge game, huh?
That's
a good
That's
point.
where I'm at.
And on the road, because if they win on the road in LA, guess who Minnesota plays?
I don't know.
Detroit.
Last night, or after the game, the Lions Vikings game, after the coaches do their handshake, the cameras picked up. Dan Campbell told O'Connell, "I'll see you in 2 weeks."
Damn.
There was a couple weeks ago, it was the Detroit game, and the reason why I went to the rant on my half of the episode earlier about the NFL being scripted is it sounded like Troy Aikman leaked the script.
Oh.
Like he tripped over himself and tried to cover it up.
I didn't
Detroit
see
over
that.
Buffalo.
Really? Mm-hmm. I said way earlier in the season, which my Super Bowl prediction is Detroit and Buffalo and Detroit winning. So I'm glad I said that. If he actually did leak the script,
He would sound like he was starting to talk out of his ass. Started to mention Detroit beating Buffalo and then just try to backtrack as quickly as he could. I'm like, wait a minute.
I missed that.
Interesting. Now, Whiskey Nick,
Sir?
with you being
Preach.
a guest on our show,
Yes, sir.
I would like to know how you foresee and tell what's going to happen in the divisional rounds. So, where do you think this goes, and how? First off, how far does the Packers go, or how far do the Bucks go?
Bucks are losing in the first round. Packers losing in the first round.
Oh no!
You guys are both out. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Evo.
I don't believe that.
I think he just wanted to do.
Are
it
you guys
because
doing a
his-
divisional round show? So if
Yes.
I reveal mine, I'm jumping the gun.
We are going to do a divisional round
But-
show, but
Okay.
you're
You're
more
the
than
guest,
welcome,
so go
man.
for it.
I'll break it all the way down for you if you
Yeah.
want. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is
Yeah.
reseeding involved.
Run that
Let's
shit.
go.
Let's
Go.
fucking go. Pittsburgh losing at Baltimore. Denver losing at Buffalo. The Chargers beating Houston and then going on to play at Kansas City. Baltimore at Buffalo, give me Buffalo. LA Chargers at Kansas City, give me Kansas City.
Unfortunately.
We're talking the script again. We're talking who's going to be the one, who's going to be the good guy, who's going to dethrone the new evil team of the Chiefs. Give me Buffalo in the AFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl. NFC, Washington at Tampa Bay, give me the Washington football team. They're just playing that way. They're doing something there. Green Bay at Philly, give me Philly. It's going to be a tight one. Philly's going to walk away with it. Minnesota at LA Rams. That's the tough one. That's the iffy one that I'm the most unsure about, but I'm taking Minnesota. That gives me Washington at Philadelphia in the divisionals. Give me Philadelphia. Washington's not that good. Philadelphia's going to be like, oh, fuck, we escaped alive. Let's fucking play. Minnesota back to Detroit. Game 3 from the NFC North people fighting each other. Head to head. Let's go. Detroit wins this one again. They have that confidence. They're 3-0 against Minnesota now. They're ready to go. So that gives us Philadelphia at Detroit in the NFC Championship. Again, tight as balls. We're talking like 4.5, 3.5 points. Give me Detroit. Detroit and Buffalo in the Super Bowl. Give me the Lions to win it all.
And that is exactly what I said without the extra matchups. I love that.
I'm happy to be here and do my part this week, the next couple weeks, you all can make fun of me and shit on me. I'm looking forward to it.
You'll hear about it.
Thank you.
I don't let nobody slide. You know that.
I just want to make sure I said all that clearly and politely, to make sure I got it all right, because
Said it good enough for Sean.
it works for me.
Sign me up for a Buffalo Detroit Super Bowl.
I will have so much money on that fucking game.
Oh my god.
Give me
Right,
50
guys?
cents.
No.
I have like 300.
Oh,
Can I go on to DraftKings or MGM and just like bet this fucking thing as is? Will they let me do that?
I don't know if you
don't
can.
know.
Can I go that far in advance?
I don't know.
Because that would be parlay after parlay after parlay after parlay after parlay.
No, you just keep stacking lays.
Oh my
bro.
god, what would that win me?
I don't
It
know.
would win you hundreds of thousands.
Like a $5 bet would have to be like a 12 grand win. Easy. Because of all this to happen.
Oh yeah. It'd be nuts. That's what I'm saying. I know next year I'll
Please
have...
stand by.
Whoa, preacher! With the earplugs.
Oh no, I was just talking hypothetically. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I am.
No, listen,
This
you
is
can't-
giggles and shits, man.
You can't talk hypothetically because Evo has a crippling gambling addiction.
Send help.
He has a crush on the evil. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, it's been really fun having you on
Yes.
as a guest
It's
on the
been
pod.
an absolute pleasure to do this collaboration, to do this crossover, to be on your show, to you be on my show. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
I feel like there's something else you guys wanted to throw out there, or was that actually it? Did we cover everything?
There is one last
Oh.
and final thing.
Yeah.
So normally we cover this on Mondays. The Brandon's Bandwagon Sheet. Mm-hmm. I am going to let...
Is this the college football team bandwagon?
This
Yes.
is...
Let's
I am
go.
going to let Whiskey Nick himself cross off 2 names, and I can't say nothing about it.
Oh, no.
I don't care what 2 they are. They could have been in my Final 4. I don't care. There is 15 teams on this. You may want to read it out loud. You might want to keep it to yourself. I don't care
Just
what
this
you
page.
do.
This
No
is
page
going to be
2.
good.
Correct.
Okay. I'm a little disappointed that my team isn't on there for you. I was hoping to be able to persuade you somehow, some way to come over to Southern Cal and get on the Trojans bandwagon.
SoCal? Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about them.
Let's go then. You don't know anything about any college, so fuck it.
That's right.
Let's go, baby.
You
Let's
know
go
what?
to SoCal.
Write it down. Pick a little spot right here.
You
Write it
can
down.
add in one?
This is our special guest. He can
Oh,
do whatever he wants.
Instead of crossing off 2, I'm going to add 1 and cross off 1. And this is going to be
Whoa.
fun. This is going to be fun.
Is that where Caleb went?
Yes.
Come on.
He
That's
went to
already
Oklahoma
a bad
first.
start.
And here's the fun part. These guys right here, I consider those the ex-girlfriend. So I did something that's the cardinal no-no, which is I changed teams.
Oh, shit.
No.
For a long time, I was an Iowa Hawkeye fan.
Tight end you?
I really liked Hayden Fry. I remember seeing a game where an opponent got injured and he came out to the field first and checked on the opponent's player. And I thought that was really cool and neat. Watched Iowa for a number of years. Pretty decent team. Kirk Ferentz, pretty decent team. But it's the same team every fucking year. They don't do anything to get better. You either beat Ohio State and lose to Michigan. You beat Michigan and lose to Ohio State. Maybe you could beat Ohio State and Penn State, but you're still going to lose to It's just the same fucking team every goddamn year, and they do anything. And he's been there for 25 fucking years. You don't get better. So, fuck Iowa. They're getting crossed off.
I will give you one more
Come with-
because that one was pure hatred.
Oh, it is.
And I'm okay
It
with
is.
that.
It is. Absolutely.
Even with you adding one, I would like you to cross off one
Nope.
more.
Nope.
No?
I refuse. You know, I'm going to join you on that. I will take you up on that because I really want to cross off Alabama, but Nick Saban's gone, so I don't care about Alabama anymore. The Pac-12 rivalry exists. It still goes on. Fuck the Cal Golden Bears.
Let's go.
Roger went.
Let's keep the Pac-12 alive. Even though they're in the Big Ten, come to Southern Cal, baby.
I will keep this in consideration.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Just for you, I'm going to boot up
The
CFB
Coliseum.
when I get home, and I'm going to play a game as a USC Trojan.
See, you can go to the Rose Bowl anytime you want when you play for UCLA. Where's the excitement in that? Come to the Coliseum. Stick
Okay.
a
Lot of
fucking
history
metal
there.
sword in the middle of the fucking yard. Let's go.
I will keep that under consideration.
Lincoln Riley needs to fucking get his shit together. Let's get this team better. Let's work on some defense. Let's work on actually finishing a game. By the way, I took Texas A&M in all my pools for the college picks, and I lost, so there's that. But you know,
They're still alive on my sheet. Texas A&M down here.
Johnny Manziel went there.
I got a lot of SEC
Johnny
on
football.
here.
He went to Texas A&M.
He did?
Yeah.
I love the off-field antics. That guy's a fucking dog. Sign me up.
Well, that being said, I guess USC has made a comeback and they're on the list now.
Yeah, they're on the board now, baby.
Fight on.
You just made the list.
You're not Chris Jericho.
And with that, I'm Preacher.
Charlotte Mac.
Whiskey Nick.
And this is Brandon, and that's us, the Gridiron Goons, at the Gridiron Goon Studios. And always remember, when you have a friend that does podcasts and he's successful, bring him onto yours so you can be successful too. This is your week.